Sean, well done. Back in business. How pleasing was that today?
Oh, outstanding performance. Thought the lads were really bought into the way we wanted to play. Having JT and a few other experienced lads jump in, I thought really stiffened us up. And the first half, I thought, London came out firing. They come out with loads of energy, and we had to weather that little bit of adversity and a bit of chaos what they provided. But full credit to our D was really good, and then there was a cycle in the second half where we just went after them. I think we completed about 8 sets, and we scored a couple of tries, and then probably the last 10-15 you get to enjoy the game. But yeah, I was really pleased with the performance. Like overall, how we've just kind of dominated a team who's just come down from Super League, and I think the OKR game last week put us in good stead because it was a quick game and we might have got smacked in the face if we'd have not been used to that speed.
It could be easy to kind of forget what Jordan Turner gives to this team because of how well Jamar Sambou has started the season. Obviously we're now without Jamar for a while. But how influential is Jordan Turner? It's a real captain's performance today. What does he bring to everything here?
It's just not just his playing ability, which we saw there today. It's just his leadership and his knowledge and what he's giving back to people like Jamar and Ben O'Keefe and Jack Johnson and these two young Wigan lads who stepped in today and had 2 sessions with us, and all of a sudden they just felt part of it. So he's just unbelievable to have around the club.
What did you make of the 2 Wigan lads, Cartwright and Nathan Lowe? I think scored with his first touch in an Oldham shirt, didn't he, with a finish in the corner? How do you think they went?
I thought they went really well. I thought Lowe got his hands on the ball a lot, scored a try, created a couple. He went looking for work as long as Josh did as well. So they're not scared of getting their hands dirty or ripping in, and that's what we asked them to do. I said, don't do anything different, just play your normal game, but just give us loads of energy. And to come here and, like I say, I'll have two training sessions and put in a performance like that, I thought it was outstanding.
You've had a few injuries to contend with in recent weeks. You might have picked up 1 or 2 more today. Riley Dean was down at the end. I didn't see what happened there. Maybe a word on that, but also Danny Craven, first of all, who looked in a lot of pain. Was it his left knee when he was being carried off?
Yeah, obviously you don't know yet, but the motion what Danny got hit with, it looks like his medial ligament because it bent in. I didn't see the Riley when I was walking downstairs, but I think Riley will be fine.
And you need at least one of those 2. And I actually said during commentary, as gutted as you'll be for Danny Craven, it's testament to the quality of your squad that you don't lose a great deal, if anything, when Riley Dean comes on.
Well, luckily for me, I was like and ahhing whether to go 4 middles on bench, and I thought with what's gone on in the last 2 weeks, I need a back, especially an experienced back who could probably play like 3 or 4 different spots. So having Riley there was perfect for us. Obviously gutted of losing DC because of his kicking game was bang on in the first half. Just kept peppering him in the corner, but Riley came in and did an outstanding job. So yeah, luckily for us, and we've got strength there, but some more injuries we've got to contend with. So we'll just have to assess tomorrow.
And I probably say this every week, but it feels like an important spell in this season. We've got some really big games coming up. A trip to Sheffield, which will be very, very difficult, and then we're back here in a couple of weeks, 2 games away from Wembley in that cup. This is the real deal right now.
Yeah, we spoke about it, the lads and myself. I said if we can string 3 or 4 wins together, and double down on this period now, because we've been distracted by the Challenge Cup 1895, and we want to get on this league run. I think if you probably put 4 wins together, you start to see a bit of separation in the thing, but that anything can happen in this league. Especially with Barrow turning Bradford over, anything can happen. So I just think we'll look after our own backyard and get some consistency, and I thought they showed that today.
Final word as always on the fans. The crowd was creeping up towards where we want it at least today. A few hundred more bums on seats, and blimey, they were loud, and I'm sure they really enjoyed what your team put on show today as well.
Yeah, they was outstanding as always. They were, game behind the lads, and we like to play a good brand of rugby, and but you can see all the effort was there with the idea, and then the attack flows off the back of that. So really pleased for the fans that we put, because not many teams will put 40 odd on London. Not many teams. I don't think anyone will, if I'm being honest. So that's just credit to us and our fans to get behind us.
Job well done today. Onwards, thank you.
Cheers, George. Thank you.